Congratulations. Had you talked about a potential deal before?
Well, first of all, thank you for having us, and good morning. I've admired Ken and Credit Karma for a very long time, and we've been talking about our mission and purpose and what's possible in terms of what we could do together. And I would say our talks got quite serious in the last several months, and we are very fortunate to be sitting here with you today.
Just because it's tax season, I would be curious as to how you plan to market both TurboTax and Credit Karma, right? Because they're sort of competitors, and that was one of the big things that you had to lobby about in D.C. Ken?
Yeah. I think consumer choice is the most important thing. So for us, we have different tax products, and they're for different segments of the consumer base. And we think at the end of the day, what we have always been focused on is a mission around enabling consumers to have financial progress. And I think this deal really furthers that.
Ken, why didn't you IPO the business? And did some of the IPOs that we saw last year maybe put you off that option?
Well, I've always been on the record that for us as a company, the mission was the most important piece. And I've always said that the IPO was a tool in achieving that mission. And, we've always been in a situation where we've had choice. And when we looked at the IPO markets and when we looked at what we could do with Intuit, we realized that, based on the mission, that Intuit was the much better option.
Sasan, is this a defensive acquisition or an offensive acquisition or a combination of both? It was interesting, Ken launched a tax filing platform a little while ago, and maybe that was starting to eat into your business.
This is all about playing offense and delivering for customers. We set an internal goal that by 2025, we want to double the household savings rate for anybody that's on our platform. And we see this as an opportunity with Credit Karma coming together to put the power of the customer's data in their hands, whether it's their spending, whether it's their income, their credit history. And that gives them the opportunity to get pre-approved loans, pre-approved insurance at the best rates possible, with hundreds of financial institutions competing for that business. And so that's the opportunity that we see ahead of us. We believe very much in what they're doing with free taxes, and that will continue. But this wasn't about tax. This was about what's possible in terms of really changing the world for the better, empowering the economy for consumers.
Sasan, are you worried at all about any antitrust concerns still?
First of all, we will work with regulators to provide them whatever information and data that they need. We are not concerned because this is good for consumers. This provides choice for consumers. It actually creates an environment and a platform for more competition. More and more financial institutions will want to compete for the consumer's business, and the consumers will have the power of the data in their own hands to be able to understand what's right for them. Better savings accounts, better loans, better credit cards at the best rates, and then ultimately advice from us to improve their credit history and their credit score. So we think this is all on the upside for consumers and creates more competition.
What signal does your sale, as well as the likes of, say, Plaid to Visa, what does it send to the fintech community more broadly? I mean, this is a massive, massive price.
Yeah, first of all, this is all based on what we believe is important to deliver for customers and helping them make ends meet. We believe there's a lot of investments in fintech, but we also don't see anyone really putting the power of choice in the consumer's hands and ensuring that we can help them improve their credit rating, improve their income, improve how much money that they save. And this is really about an investment to ensure that we put the power in the consumer's hands. And I hope the signal that it sends is we need much more innovation in fintech to ensure that we create choice for consumers.
Sasan, there have been a lot of deals done in the fintech space recently, though. Was that a catalyst?
No, not at all. We are very grounded in choices that we make. And our number one choice was to really help consumers make ends meet and to achieve the bold goal that we've set for 2025, which is double household savings rate. And that is something that has really been our compass and what we've looked to focus on. And really, this acquisition really improves our speed to market.
Ken, how's this actually going to work? How are these two companies going to fit together?
Well, we've really talked about an acceleration plan at Credit Karma. And when you think about what we do as a business, right, we provide more certainty for the right financial services products for our members. We provide transparency in the space to ensure that they get the very best rate of the things that they can get. And we simplify the process for any financial services product that's on our platform. And when you think about our ability to partner with Intuit, we can accelerate all of those visions. We can actually make that platform more robust. And that's what we're really focused on, is accelerating the business and creating more benefit to our membership base.
So Ken, you brought this project to fruition in some ways. I'm sure you'll continue to work, obviously on it. But where are the gaps that you see in this area now? Where is your brain leading you next?
Well, if you just look at innovation in internet over the last 30 years, I think consumers have been largely left out of that, right? If you think about how challenging it is to find the right financial services product, how hard it is to apply, these are real solutions for most consumers, and we very much focus on how do we solve those problems? How do we ensure that every product you see, you're qualified for? How do we make it so that all the friction is taken out of it, so you will refinance a loan when you can save money? How do we ensure that of the $500 that you might have in a savings account, you're getting the very best yield there? And if rates are changing, we can help you move those dollars to a higher yielding account. Those are important things for consumers, and there's simply too much friction in the space today for them to take advantage of it. And I think our partnership will really accelerate the technology necessary to automate all of those functions in a way that consumers really become the winner at the end of the day.